Your Monday morning meeting. It's critical. Hi, I'm Ted, and this is Leadership 101. Monday morning meeting. Another thing I would do with them is I would do administrative things. So the idea here is I'm exposed to information as a manager, as a leader, that they may or may not get. Like I would be sitting in a staff meeting and getting information about upcoming work or changes in policy, or the boss wants to do this next week or whatever. And my agenda at that point was, let me take that information, distill it, and get it to the people that worked for and around me, so they had the same information I did. So why do that? The reason that I do that was so that they could have the same inputs that I had, the same information that I had. And since I framed the leadership style and philosophy with them, and they had the same inputs that I had, they could make decisions based on that information just like I would. In other words, I didn't have to be in every meeting to make a call on some decision that needed to be made. They could make it. They had the same inputs, they had the same philosophies, they knew me, they knew my character, they could make those decisions. Because I was in front of them every week, they knew what I would say. In fact, I've had people come into my office and say, all right, we already know what you're going to say, but here's this information, here's this decision that needs to be made, here's the question at hand, whatever. And then they would say, here it is, what should we do? And I would sometimes just sit back and say, okay, before I answer, you tell me what you would do. Well, they would say, we would do this, that, and the other, and so forth. And I would wait till they get done. And more often than not, I would say, let's do that. Give them the ability to make the call. It may not be exactly the same call that I would make, but if it was close enough, let them run with it. Why? Because then they can feel ownership in that, of course. If there's a mistake that's made and it goes sideways for some reason, they can learn. As long as it isn't too big, right? As long as it isn't too much of a company deal breaker. I may step in that conversation and say, good idea. Keep in mind, blah, blah, blah. Or I've seen it where it went this way. So make sure you understand that and adjust accordingly. So we want them to make those decisions.